Where are you from?
I'm from New York, the Bronx.
And what was that experience like growing up in New York?
Growing up in New York, you gotta have tough skin. I would say it's a fast-paced life, and you just gotta have tough skin. But New York is New York.
And so, do you come from a family of business people in New York?
I would say for the first part, I would be like the only one in business in my family. Everybody else is like 9 to 5, city workers, state workers.
And so, what inspires you to go into business?
Just not want to listen to other people and just make my own rules and get my own money the way I want to get it. Bring out my creative side, things that I like to do. I don't want to listen to nobody. I want to have my own schedule. It just feels good to do my own thing. So business was where it's at for me.
And so, have you like always been like fiercely independent in terms of like not wanting to listen to other people?
I would say no, because I'm for the most part I'm a team player. I definitely love working and collaborating with other people, but it's more so of a freedom thing. I would say when it comes to being self-employed and being a businesswoman for myself, I feel more free. I feel more in charge of my own life and what I can do.
And so, how did you become interested in PR?
Well, I've been in the game for a while, say about 8 years in entertainment. I started off as like party promotions, and then I started doing like what you guys call eye candy modeling. I featured in a couple of magazines. So I would say like I was really well-rounded with a lot of people that I was in contact with. And just the friends that I was around, rappers, producers, DJs, I was always big on helping them push their brands, and it was just like, you know what, let me get paid for this and study more into the, PR life and see, things I was already doing. I just didn't have a title on it, pretty much.
Did you go to school for PR or?
No, I took a couple of courses. For the most part, a lot of it is just footwork, being around people, getting to know other PRs, the do's, the don'ts, just meeting as much people as you can.
Can you describe the beginning of your PR journey? Like, what was that experience like?
I would say it's busy for the most part. You have to be on the scene. You have to know what's in. You need to know, like, especially if you have a client, you want your client to be on point, always in everything, keep them publicized. So you just have to be on. It's a fast-paced life, personally.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the clients that you work with now?
For the most part right now, I work with a brand, Marie Pearl Lingerie. They're pretty much black-owned business, and pushing them out there. They have an online website. You can check them out, mariepearllingerie.com. I also work with a DJ, Full Radio, EJ the DJ. He was supposed to be here today too, but I work with him as well, helping him publicize himself more, interviews, magazines. Just getting him out there a little bit more. Planning on working with more people. Also working with Taylor Fusell in the ATL area. Shout out to her. She's another dope PR when I moved out here to Atlanta that I also collaborated with. And we are working with, the BET Experience Weekend. So definitely tap in a couple of celebrities, vendors, media. That's basically what I'm doing in my PR world.
And so, what made you decide to make the transition from eye candy modeling to PR? Like, I know you said that you were already around these people, but what made you switch?
For the most part, it's like not that much money in eye candy. It's just a look. You make your money videos. I've been in a couple of videos as well with entertainers. You make your coins, but it's not where it's really at. So I just wanted to have like, a grown-up. Like, I went from that to now I grew up and my mind is here, and I just want to help bring other people from all the people I've worked with already, and I like what I do.
Can you describe a day in the life of a publicist?
For the most part, my phone is always going off. Emails is always going. It's just pretty fast. Like, you tapping in with my clients, making sure they're on point all the time, watching their page, make sure they're doing the right things. It's a fast pace. That's all I can say. It's just always busy.
Do you ever deal with clients who don't want to listen to your advice?
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
For the most part, my DJ, me and him clash all the time. Because I have a vision and he's very passionate about what he does as well. But some things I feel like doesn't work for him. So it's like, yo, listen, either am I working for you or no? You know, if that's the case, do your own thing. But yeah, you have a lot of clients that don't listen to what you want them to do. And it's not that I want them to do, but that's what I feel is a good look for them and the direction they should be going in. So yeah, I get that all the time. But I breeze through that. I'll keep going. I'm strong-headed, you know. I'm a Capricorn, so when I see something, I'm going for it. I'm gonna keep going. You gonna listen.
And so how do you choose the clients that you work with?
For the most part, I would say they choose me. Mm-hmm. I don't really I network a lot, but I don't really go out and you know, hey, you need a PR, you need a PR. They see what I'm doing, they see my work, and for the most part, they usually hit me up and say, hey, can we get this going? Or I need an EPK, could you help me out with that? Or I need some interviews. I would like you to work for me for about 2 months. I just need this from you, and that's it. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I wouldn't say I really choose. Unless, I don't know, maybe somebody I might have my eye on. Like, yeah, I want you. I want to help you grow some more.
Are you always interested in the clients that you work with? Or would you, let's say if somebody was already like a big star, but you weren't interested in the particular art or entertainment that they did, would you still work with them?
For the most part, I gotta say I would prefer to be interested in my client. Because it just goes smoother. I want to help you. You know, I'm interested. I want to see you grow. I want to see you win. So I would prefer to be, you know, work with somebody that I'm interested in, of course. Even if I haven't been interested in it, maybe I'll get to know them, you know, and I might want to work it. I just can't work with anybody, you know, like just to say I'm working, you know. No.
Have you faced any challenges as a woman in the entertainment business?
Where do I begin? One, you know, being a woman, I would just say, in my opinion, I feel like, you know, it's really male-dominated entertainment industry. Even though there are a lot of women out here doing their thing, getting to the bag, owning businesses, got their own thing going on, it's still like mostly male-dominated. You know, it's a lot of people, you might have to go through this male that owns the company, but there's a woman, you know, next to him. So I would say it's a lot of like cattiness with the guys sometimes, you know. When you being a boss and you just standing on your own too, I tend to go through that a lot with the men. But like I said, I'm headstrong. That's one thing you need to be. Working in entertainment, you got to be strong. Even if you have a moment to cry, you go get it out. But you get back in the game because you can't be weak in here, in this business, pretty much. So that's like one of the challenges. I would say when I do events, people in competition with you, you know, scamming, just a lot of little cons that you would face here and there.
And so what's been the highlight of your career so far?
Moving to another state, that's like, it's been different. That's something I've never done. I've traveled a lot. I've been to Atlanta so many times, but I never actually picked up my things and say I'm not coming back. So that's been the biggest highlight. And of course, just changing over. Like I said, people are used to seeing me. I'm in a lot of magazines. I have a couple of covers. So people are usually seeing me in a model life. So now they see me dressed up and represent other people, throwing other work up. It's like, okay. So yeah, between that and the move, the new career change, yeah.
So what prompted the decision to choose Atlanta as opposed to like a LA?
Well, to be honest, LA is expensive as hell. Might as well just stay in New York. But I've been to Atlanta a lot. And I had a couple of peers out here that I networked with, and I seen the transition for them, you know, as far as what they had going on in New York, and it just got even better when they got to Atlanta. So it was like, something I thought of. And then one of my girlfriends moved out here, and it was like, come. So I gave myself a year, grind out, got things together, and I came out here to y'all.
What's your ultimate goal with your PR business?
Well, I plan on to like grow, of course, more and more each day. I plan on to collaborate with a lot of big names, be in a lot of big rooms that I thought I'd probably never be in. Just get to my highest peak as far as I can go.
And so for someone watching this who wants to be in your shoes and to do the same things that you do, what would you say to them in terms of like giving them advice?
Just keep your foot on next. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do things. Don't let nobody say no to you. That's the one thing. You know, you hear no sometime and you think that's it. Nah, it's always a way into something. Just keep strong, keep your contacts open. Always talk, network. Your network is really your network. You don't know who you could be in a room with. Don't, as we say, be too catty or stuck up or, you know, speak. That's it. Just speak and work the room.